Hello everyone, let's do LeetCode hard question 124, binary tree maximum path sum. This question is asking you when you are given a binary tree structure with each node is an integer value, what is the path that can give you the maximum sum? And this path doesn't have to go through the root, which means it could be this 1527. So you need to traverse all the possible like a subpath in this tree. Because of that, the first question you want to ask, it's not only which side of the subtree give you the maximum value. Instead, you should ask first, should I treat this node as if it's a root? So if yes, then you need to figure out the sum of current node, left subtree, and the right subtree. While if not, then you should return the sum of current node, the previous like parent sum, and the maximum of your left subtree and the right subtree. Now we go back. Let's see how we calculate this maximum sum differently when we treat it as a yes and when we treat it as a no. So when we treat it as a yes, that means everything you know can be obtained by looking just at this level of the node and its children. So it's more like a self-contained structure. You only need to look down. But when you treat it as not as a root but as a regular node on the whole path, then you have to look up. You have to know what's the previous value that has already been traversed in this longer path. Basically, how do you get this parent sum? And I couldn't figure out a way to get this parent sum. So instead of thinking how to get the value from top down, I'm thinking the solution should be a way to bottom up. By bottom up, you want to return the value to the upper parent. So this decide your searching algorithm return value. But this is a global thing. Every node is equal when everything is contained in themselves. So this should be a global value. And this returned value will eventually be treated as if it's a child value to some level of the parent. And that level, which level it is, your current node doesn't need to know. When you treat the current node as a regular node instead of a root, but eventually the global max value will be updated only through this variable assignment rather than returning. So we want to get our maximum value from the left tree. Now we calculate the maximum value where we treat the current node, which is literally this node, as the root. So the current max equals the current node's own and now we update I mentioned this in another problem. I forgot which one. I may put a link here. Whenever an assignment happens in Python, the values on the right side, by default, the parser will only look into local variable. And that's why you have to declare it's a non-local variable so that your parser can find it. Again, this is the first situation where we treat the current node as a root, so we update the global max. And then we can handle the second situation where node is a regular node on the path, on the best path, or the max path. Best path is clear. Here we just need to return so that its parent can handle this instead of let the current node handle it. Now we just need to call this value and let it traverse all the values and return the max value. That's all.